I am on Patreon, and Patreon is a platform where I will upload interesting videos where you can learn astrology. Connect with me on Patreon, and we will grow. And I will give you much more deep insights on Vedic astrology, and lot more secrets will be shared there. Aries Ascendant. Now for Aries Ascendant, Mercury will move in your third house. This is good for your body language. This is good for your communication. Third house is good for anything that you want to take initiatives upon. Now Sun, Venus and Mercury will be in the third house, but focusing only on the Budh, it shows that it brings the initiatives and it tries to solve the problem through your information, through the knowledge, which means that you are going to take certain actions in your life, but you have to ensure that you're not taking that action to prove someone a point. You're not taking these actions to as a result of ego, but you're taking this to solve a certain problem. The more you work with your brain and the less you work with your heart, it will be a very good transit for you. Travel is very much possible. People involved in transport industry, people involved in communication industry will see a great rise in their career. Also, because this Mercury is now communicating with your hands, your hand-eye coordination will improve, so it's a very good time for sports personalities. This is also a time where your communication will be influential, so if you are into similar kind of field or career, it will be greatly helpful. And this is also going to be helpful for people who are under some sort of mental stress. Praying to Bhagwan Mahavishnu will be really helpful for you. Taurus. Now in case of Taurus, Mercury transit will happen in your second house. Second house is for your family, second house is for your wealth. A planet which rules second house, when it comes in that particular house, it gives you an opportunity to increase your wealth. It gives you a nice momentum with your family members. You will have a nice communication, a cordial atmosphere at home. Just ensure that you are respecting everybody. You will also find the right avenue to speak your heart. Ensure that you are not overstating too much. Ensure that you are not being misunderstood. So better explain things in a very clear and crisp manner. Don't leave anything to be understood by the other person automatically. The default things are not going to work. You will have to be very clear in your communication. People involved in the FMCG industry will see a great rise in their career. And also this Mercury, because it aspects the 8th house, it would want you to give you more liquidity, give you some room to play with your finances. So financially, it's going to be a very valuable transit. Gemini. For Gemini, Mercury transit will happen on your ascendant. Now this transit definitely is connected with Venus and Sun transit, but focusing on your ascendant Lord, this will be a transit where your identity will improve. You will know more about yourself. So it's the perfect time to list down your good and the bad, your strength and weakness, and start working on that. You will also see some communication coming from the world around you that reminds you of certain things. If you are very observant, you will become successful. You will be protected and saved from a certain mishap or a disaster or even a mistake. This Mercury is going to be very helpful to communicate your own ideas to the world. So use this wisely and spread the power of positivity. Cancer Ascendant. For Cancer Ascendant, Mercury transit will happen in your 12th house. 12th house is house connected to isolation, hospitalization, but also to foreign lands, some far off places. So this Mercury wants you to travel, wants you to explore, wants you to realize that untapped potential of your subconscious mind. Meditation is going to be a brilliant way to manage the energies of the Mercury coming from the Dwadasha Bhav and do some donation related to poor children, their education. Both in the 12th house may also increase certain expenses and can give you liquidity crunch. So if you're running a business, manage accordingly. Leo. If you're a Leo ascendant, Mercury transit will happen in your 11th house. Definitely this Budh Gochar is going to be very beneficial for you. You know why? Because your 10th and your first lord are also sitting there. That means it's a combination of your identity, combination of your career, combination of your network circle. So people working with networking, people working with a lot of people, people who are involved into public relations, public matters. For you, this is going to be a very good time. Your words will be heard and your words will be understood well. But do not bring in ego. You may have to see that you are partying with your friends, you are going out, you are getting involved with a lot of people around you. All that is good, but try to maintain harmony, peace, and do not overspend. Mercury in the 11th house is going to bring in new contacts, new relations. Just use it wisely and do not boast on the contacts that you have. Don't boast and don't act in a negative manner because you have some support or your friends, because Saturn can take that support away. But otherwise, in general, it's going to be a very supportive transit. Virgo. In case of Virgo ascendant, Mercury transit will happen in the 10th house. It's an excellent transit with respect to your career, with respect to your reputation. Promotion is on the cards and the money that is you are deserving will come to you. It is a very good time for banking industry. It's a very good time for communication industry. It's a very good time for people who want to do a new business. You want to launch a startup. If your horoscope allows, this is a good time. Your ascendant lord coming in the 10th house in its own Rashi has a support of Sun, has a support of Venus. Venus, which is your 9th lord, shows a lot about the potential of this transit. Although 15 days, this can give you a bright career, a bright future, and people will know you for your wit, for your words, for your communication skills. So upgrade your skills if you can, do some certifications and show your might. Just ensure that you are also respecting the power that has put you there. You're also respecting the hand of God and the hand and the will of your supervisors and your seniors. Libra. Now, in case of Libra, Mercury transit will happen in your 9th house. A 9th house lord going in the 9th house is perfect to get right guidance. The right amount of information will come to you. People who are involved in academics, people who want to go and learn higher studies, people who are doing PhDs. For you, it's a brilliant time. It is also a good time for someone who wants to travel, who are having some visa issue, you are having PR issues. Very good time for you. Now for Libra, if you observe, 9th lord is with 8th lord. That means a sudden travel may happen and you need to take care of your health, especially your lower back. And this is also the time when certain responsibilities must be carried upon, and what you can, you should, what you can't, say that you can't. Because if you consume or if you take the responsibility more than you can actually fulfill, you are going to be crushed under the load. So be very careful. A good communication skill will go a long way. Also improvise on your soft skills, your body language, and see if that can help you in the long run. On a corporate level, it's a very good transit. Scorpio. For Scorpio, Mercury transit will happen in your 8th house. And 8th house Mercury is a very good Mercury to know all the nuances of life, the pros and cons, the plus and minus. Also, this solves any communication issues with your in-laws, with your father-in-law, your mother-in-law. Also, this can create certain issues with your cousins, but if you remain silent, if you don't show ego, if you do that proper communication, you can also resolve that well. It's a transit which will want you to focus on your life partner's income, your life partner's family, and if you are looking for some investments, if you're looking for some, your return of investment, it's a very good time. Also, this wants you to save money and put it for some problem in the future. So it's a very good time to buy insurance policies, long-term investments, and locking your money for long-term. Mercury in the 8th house can also give you a lot of occult information. Astrology can really be helpful at this point of time. Sagittarius. For Sagittarius, Mercury transit will happen in the 7th house. A 7th lord in the 7th house is going to be helpful to resolve issues in marriage, but bring Sun and Venus there. And remember, Mercury does not fare very good in the 7th house. Then this is a more like an average transit, but it can be very good for you if you focus on your plus and minus, if you focus on your life goals and efforts. It's a very good time to do a lot of business, new startups, new ventures, new products for Sagittarius. For business perspective and launching a new or launching a new contract, going into a new partnership, it's a very good time. Capricorn. For Capricorn, Mercury transit will happen in your 6th house. A 6th house Mercury is very good to heal yourself, to resolve problems, to find solutions to difficult situations in life, and also cure bad relations. Just that you have to ensure that you are keeping your aspirations parked for now and solving the issue rather than running after your desire, because Venus will be in the 6th house, and 6th house Venus is a little difficult one. Now, if you see, this Mercury is aspecting the 12th house, so this will work on your debts, loans, and it will help you cancel it. Chanting Ganesh Atharvashirsh is a very good remedy. Aquarius. Now for Aquarius, Mercury transit will happen in the 5th house. 5th house is about education. Mercury is information. It is a very good time for students, for edtech, for education platforms, and people in learning industry. But for others, it means you will learn a lot about yourself. This is going to help you learn a lot about your life partner. And overall, this is a transit of big changes. 8th Lord is also Budh. It is going to be difficult for someone who are into speculative business, so be very careful if you are investing in stocks. But otherwise, if you're playing safe, if you're knowing, learning, and then taking the step, it's an all thumbs up for you. Pisces. For Pisces, this is going to be a transit of lifetime. 4th house, Mercury in its own zodiac sign, a very good time for people who are going to do startup from their home. It's a very good time for people who are going for their first career. It's a very good time if you want to build up a new comfort zone for you. It's a very good time for writer, people who are freelancers, people who work from their home. It's also a good time for real estate industry, Vastu, architects. And if you are connected to these fields, career-wise, it's a valuable 15 days because Mercury will aspect your 10th house. Overall, this can also improve the communication with your mother, and you will feel that you have a broader heart, you have a heart to give, you can love, you can protect, so your Anahat chakra is going to expand. Praying to Bhagwan Narayan, saying Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya is an excellent way.